All right, guys, welcome back. We've got a really fun one to break down today. Coming from Bell's Brewery, Comstock, Michigan. This is a time before they were bought out by a bigger company. I'm going back to 2019, guys, before all of our lives changed. You know what happened in 2020. This is 2019 beer, aged properly in the darkness at 50 degrees. Okay, so it's been good. There's no alteration. There's nothing bad that's been stored with it. Bam! We have a vanilla black note. One of my favorite beers of all time. Stouts, if you will. I rated this so high, I had to go look. 5 out of 5. I kind of have a rule that I don't give 5s out of 5s anymore because I just don't know who's going to raise the bar further. So I don't know if that was appropriate at the time, but I loved it. One of the few beers I've ever given a perfect rating on. But obviously, as the years have gone on, I kind of like fresh stouts, especially bourbon barrel aged stouts. Will I like this as much? 3.5 almost years aged? I don't know. Does the beer degrade at some point? It says unlimited. It can be whatever. The shelf life's unlimited. You can age it forever. But this is 11.3%. 11/19/2019 was the packaged on date. Boys and girls, we're diving into Vanilla Stout, aged in Bourbon Barrels from 2019. So, lengthy intro, but let's see what we got here. Nice pop, nice smoke, as you can see, in all their glory. Let's go to a proper glassware with a little whiskey pour. Ooh, pretty thick pouring out of there, man. Nice dark tan head sitting on top. Very dark, actually. Kind of cola-like. Glass is a little hard water, so it looks like it's got dirtiness to it, but it's just hard water. Wow. She looks good, man. That looks like a stout that I want to have. Look at that little burnt, dark charredness on the bottom of that brown beige. Cola, I'm not seeing through this. It's midnight oil, man. It looks good. Let's go to an aroma. Wow. Wow. Still holding that signature black note malt, whether it's Special B malt or something else. I've had a couple buddies tell me it could be Special B malt. That dark, raisiny richness that just bursts out of that everything. It just hits your nostrils intensely. Brownie batter smacking you. Milk chocolate sweetness. Barrel, I don't know. I don't know if we have a barrel in here anymore, guys. It's very light if there is, but I get that dark plum raisin fruitiness underneath that kind of roasty, marshmallowy coffee, sort of. Man, it smells rich and dark and fruity. Let's dive in, guys. 2019 Vanilla Black Note. Cheers. Oh, still amazing. Barrel, gone. The barrel is gone. There's a slightly woody, earthy quality that came off that wet barrel at some point that blended into that marshmallow richness and softness and decadence, because that's the body of this beer. And I still remember it so nicely. That marshmallowy, pillowy, decadent middle that this just carries into. It just kind of slaps your palate and it coats it, and you're just sitting there with that richness sitting on your palate. It's still there, but that barrel, that heat, anything that was reminiscent of heat is gone. It's just those dark fruity notes, that marshmallowy mouthfeel, a little bit of dark cocoa powder, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, baker's chocolate sweetness, brownie batter, fudge. Man, that was a good first sip. The vanilla marshmallowy sweetness. It's there. I almost want it to be balanced out a little bit more by a barrel, so I guess that's the one thing that I kind of said in the beginning. I like a wet barrel. I like getting that. So aging beers isn't as fun for me as it used to be. I have all these nice collector beers that are sitting in my closet. And they'll be fun to share one day, but when I break it down with you guys, just understand that my palate has changed over the years. I actually prefer that wet, hot barrel sometimes compared to aging it 3-4 years. You lose the barrel. You lose that kind of little accent mark or the tilde on the back end there. So this one did lose it, but boy, that dark chocolate richness, that fruity kind of plummy raisin thing still sitting there just in a beautiful way. This is just top notch still, man. A little bit of like acidity or cola like vibes coming off. I think I said that about it originally, but again, I'm missing a little bit of that wet woody. The wood's a little bit there, but the wet char, the heat, it's not prevalent anymore. It's dissipated, it's gone, it's been aged for 3 years and whatever, 4 or 5 months. But that's the only hit I have on this thing. So this is so darn delicious still, guys. It's just a decadent treat with richness, and it tastes desserty. It tastes like after a big Thanksgiving dinner, you eat some freaking dessert. It's some of this going on in here. It's everything dessert with a nice, robust, roasty back end and a little bit of cocoa dust, a little bit of dark chocolate, a little bit of roasty, toasty espresso notes, kind of just balancing that vanilla sweetness on the front. It's still trying to balance out even without that barrel. Super freaking tasty, guys. It's super tasty. It's kind of one of those nerdy beers that I almost would rather split with somebody that would enjoy this. I've got a few more of these in the closet. I just thought I'd review this for you guys because I've had a day off today, and it's just fun to kind of pick through the old cellar here and see what we can do for you guys and review something that's super old school and something that you don't see on the reviews anymore because they're long gone. But boy, the Vanilla Black Note 2019, what a great beer. It's still about as good as it gets. The body's great. It's thicker. It's decadent. I can only say that word so many times, but it's got that marshmallowy softness to it and pillowy quality, and it's still got that robust coffee vibe with the dark fruits. It's fantastic. So as for a rating, I don't give these beers 5s anymore, but I mean that's my only gripe is I want the barrel. Then it's a 5. If I have the barrel, it's a 5. So that's probably why I gave it a 5 back in the day, guys. Today. 4.9 out of 5. I just want the barrel. This is a perfect stout, perfect barrel-aged stout. I just want a little bit of the wet barrel incorporated. It's a 5 out of 5 otherwise. So guys, it's been a fun one. The Vanilla Black Note from Bell's. I've got a few more. Maybe I'll review them in the coming years, but I don't know how it could get any better. It was as good as it was 2019 and 2020. After that, you lose the barrel. You lose some of the qualities I love. So that's where we are today. Thanks for being here. Another Pour Michigan review.